AD went and he said, I can't stay for the last game, but you're playing the Australian Panthers. They had 7 ex-Australian players. We had Wonky, Goosen, a few guys, you know the game.
Yep.
And
all very good players.
They phoned me up later and said, well, how did it go, Brucey? And I said, 28-0. I said, but to us, because some young kids really step up against these guys. And what we did is we stopped them getting the ball. But as I say, the tournament's moved on and on. But
well, you're right,
spectacular games.
The standard here is pretty consistent, pretty high. I think it's a lot closer than potentially some of the sevens games where you get a few minnows in there.
I was going to say that's a fairly pink outfit they've got on there.
Oh, it's pretty pink, but I got to say, I think you've got to be liking the best jersey of the tournament so far. I think it will win hand down is going to be the Irish Vikings. Wouldn't you want one of those, Brucey, hanging on your dormer?
I think there's a fair chance we could get one if we say the right thing here.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. What would that be?
Oh, I can't possibly say it.
So here we go, the Irish Vikings versus the Project Waterboys.
From Scotland. I think this actually is going to be a tightly fought game. There's talent, and it's a great measure for these Scottish guys are going to be at best semi-professional. Basically amateur, playing the Scottish Premiership. There'll be some guys, semi-professional, but they'll be very good club rugby players from Scotland, and this is them just taking a step into. They play internationally, they play in Dubai, they play in other tournaments, but I think this tournament here they're taking a step right into the unknown against what they're going to face. Maybe not with the Irish Vikings, but when in the tournament later on there'll be some really, really interesting challenges for them. But what a great thing as a young kid to fly all the way to Hong Kong, play some rugby, and then hopefully stay and watch the sevens. Although in years gone by, I've heard some of these poor lads had to go straight back.
Well, I hope. This is a great, and you're talking about obviously this entire week of rugby. It's a bit of a pity they do, Brucey. This has got to be the Rio de Janeiro tournament of Asia here. It's a great one to be able to. I'm just noticing through these Irish Vikings, a lot of boys come from my family's hometown in New Zealand, Manawatu, Pongana Valley. A lot of lads out of that area. Good to see.
Well, we're off for the second game of the tournament. Penguins already 1-1.
What? Irish Vikings in control of the ball.
In their own half though, let's see. Another long-haired blonde.
Yep.
Oh, he's knocked that forward though.
Well, he certainly looks like a Viking with flowing looks like that, mate. He's just missing the Ragnar Lothbrok facial tattoo.
Scottish folk, we've had a good history of fighting off the Vikings, Battle of Largs. So, I'm trying not to be partisan here, waiting, but, there's number 10 for the Waterboys, got the ball.
Waterboys come away, well stolen there.
Good line, good line, hard tackle. That's probably unlucky for the Irish Vikings. I think he was over the ball there.
Going for the line here by the look of it for Project Waterboys. Let the ball do the work. And I'm picking that's about...
on the 22 maybe?
22, yep.
We've got a monitor late. It's one of these things that you and I technology, that thing in front.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Yeah.
Amazing, phenomenal. Here's me trying to look out of the barrier.
I know, I thought it was a computer or something, yeah. We don't need to stand up and look along at all, there we go.
Thanks, Brucey. Right, okay. I don't even put my glasses on to look that far either, do I?
I'd have thought Alex Broom might have been down here doing some scouting for the specials, actually, next year late. Having to replace both you and I.
Indeed, he's going to need to, mate. I think he's going to need a couple of geriatrics to fill those gaps.
Yeah, somebody a bit stiff and old, but, weighing significantly more than most people.
Cunning and wise and knowing how to avoid contact.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
So, unfortunately, not capitalising on that line-out ball. Feed to the Vikings.
Irish Vikings. I think there's some pace in this team. Oh, but that's a straight penalty for the Waterboys on the scrum.
Nothing I like better than seeing a penalty coming your way in the scrum, Bruce.
No, well, except that they didn't even seem to actually engage in push way. Generally speaking, you like it to come your way when you've actually put the effort in. But, well, good for the referee.
They're having trouble getting through that defensive line. The Vikings are pretty solid.
Going to come wide here, I think, late outlet. No, the big boy's going to go again.
Trouble is the Vikings are well spread. They get across well. There just doesn't seem to be a gap.
That's a good line back by the big four, though.
He's going for the line and he's over. No. Big fella having a go.
Still recycling.
Well, look at the screen again. I think Brucey, good idea, this screen. Oh, unfortunate. I think they've lost the ball there. Yeah, scrum to Vikings.
Well,
good attacking position, but just couldn't capitalise.
Let's see if they finish it. If they actually have a scrum, Lee.
Well, that's true. The last one went back to the Project Waterboys. Can they do it again here?
Sub ready to come on there for the Waterboys. Next breakdown, looks of it.
Yep. Oh, scrappy ball. Vikings haven't got it clean. Come away with it though. Strong walk up the paddock there by Vikings. Now they've got a bit more space.
Knocked it on, I think, Lee. No, it must have gone backwards.
Penalty.
Holding on.
Holding on to the ball.
Right in front of the posts.
Not something I've ever done, Brucey, in my game in all my years.
No. I
Guilty of that.
instantly hit the ground, release the ball late and roll away.
Yeah, there's a try. Project Waterboys.
Number.
The Projecx Waterboys team.
Pete McCallum.
Pete McCallum.
I'm interested to hear how the big stadium commentator. Oh, McCallum, he's got it quite right, you know, because Big Jed Tian, he is from your neck of the world, Leighton, sometimes.
Yeah.
Confused it, you know, sort of like that name McKinney, you know, yeah?
Oh, you're McKinney. Oh, you mean Machine?
Yeah, that one, yes, that's right. M-A-C-H-I-N-E.
Catches a few people out down home.
Yeah.
Well, as we know, for Kiwis, English is our second language, Brucey.
Yes.
Throwing a few of those Scottish ones
same for Scottish people as well, actually. Right. Anyway, Project Waterboys in the lead. I'm actually just going to consult my secret file from Bruce Aitchison and see what he told me about these lads. Back in Scotland, our inside line.
Oh, there goes the restart, and they get it back. Well done, Project Waterboys.
Throws it inside.
Scrappy
Still
ball.
live.
Right. Did well there. Kicked off the ball and got it back. All through a gap.
Well,
Nicely
that's a lovely
done.
offload. And again. And lovely feet from the 10.
Away with the ball again. I want to go up the middle. Seem to want to crash that ball through. And penalty. Project Waterboys. Quick tap. Took it a bit flat-footed there. Really moving forward at this point, but here we go. There's a chance. Simply done. Number 5, Project Waterboys, in to score the second try.
Pete McCallum, he's hogging the tries here. First double of the tournament, maybe?
He could be up for a penalty pretty soon. We have to go off half-time, have a point if he gets through.
So, yeah.
Projecx Waterboys. Who would have thought it?
It's the black team.
Other than the attack coach. 77% humidity. Adding to the tricky tackle conditions. And once we just dangerous here. Tackle becomes quite tricky in these conditions. Conversion of 10.
Well, that's
Actually pretty good.
14-0, 3 minutes to go in the first half. That's a great start from the Waterboys.
Well, that's an interesting result so far because the Project Waterboys, they were seated there a bit more further up the line than the Irish Vikings. So
They've only been here the one time though, so it's a fairly, I think this was a game that nobody really knew what to expect, Leighton. And I wouldn't be writing off the Vikings. They've always been a good competitive team here.
Yeah, well, Project Waterboys have been here a couple of times before, so they know the lie of the land. pass there for Vikings. Long pass there, didn't come off for them.
Yeah,
Coming back for...
making a few mistakes, right?
Right. They've sort of been camped down that end of the paddock from pretty much most of the game, I think. They haven't really broken out of the half at all, have they?
No, the game has been played in that half. It can all turn quickly though, Lee. All
Right.
turn quick. Just keeping the ball is crucial.
Scrappy one there, look at that.
Aye.
Pulled away, Irish Vikings stole the ball out of the back of that scrum.
I
Has he
would
got the
say
legs?
I think he's,
I
yeah, he's
think
got
he's
the
there.
legs. He stole the ball.
Sensational wheels.
I think if I was the prop forward for the
And that was scored Irish Vikings.
Stretched the hamstrings this early in the tournament.
Score.
Great try.
Score by,
Irish Vikings hit back.
by number.
They kicked the jump,
Can't
14
see the
try.
back here.
if we only face the right way, Lee.
Aye, exactly. This screen of yours doesn't go over the back, does it, Brucey? Have I got to stand up to look at this one? Number 11. And that is... number 11's not on the sheet, so he's the one that fits between 10 and 12.
Now make a name up of it. Make a name up.
Oh, well, I'm going to pick someone. I'm going to say Josh Hirsch because he's from New Zealand.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. The New Zealanders scored quite a lot of tries in this game.
Conversion very successful.
Now,
In fact, at the range of being magnificent.
I've been going through my technology here, waiting on my iPad, looking for my intelligence on the Waterboys, and it appears that the technology's defeated me, and so we'll be getting some more information on the Waterboys tomorrow.
Right. Send a note. Well, they certainly needed that score, did the Vikings. It looked like it was getting away.
And they've just stolen the kick-off. This could be a huge turnaround at the end of this half.
11 seconds on the clock. Can they turn this into points? They desperately need to do so.
Yeah, but it'll keep going until there's a stoppage, wait. Now here's...
That
Good.
was a
That's a
high
great
tackle, though, I think.
Oh, wait, no, I don't think so. I just,
The ref had his arm up, maybe not.
Is he? No. I think it was just front on, Lee. Guy can
They go over the
try
top.
and go wide here. Yeah, he fancies his wide.
Oh, he doesn't want to, yep. Thrown back.
It's
Oh,
stolen by the
unfortunately gone away.
Waterboys.
Right. There it is. I think the Waterboys want to get rid of this.
Are they going to keep it alive? Tie him up at the end of the first half, and they're deep in their own territory.
Losing
Well,
a
that's
bit.
an awful pass, but
Well
brilliantly
picked
picked up with the number 11.
You think you'd want to be saving energy here, Brucey, and getting that ball out. Oh,
Harvey Elms was the man that caught that, diving forward. Yeah, they haven't got a general that's saying so, but you'd think there'd be a good idea to put this out.
right.
No, nothing ventured, Leighton, nothing
Well,
ventured.
there we go.
And there's a virtually a clean break up the right wing.
Yeah, that's got to be it, I think, Brucey. That's the half over.
Yeah, number 14, Rory Wishman, that was.
Half-time call.
I always
in game number 2.
I think it'd be better in 10s, Leighton, if they actually had numbers 1 to 10. It would make it much easier for me.
Well, that'd be far too logical, Brucey, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I think they should go backwards from 100.
Oh, of course, okay, that maybe is what they're doing, actually, yeah. Because, you know, when you look at number 11 and think he's a left winger, but in fact, there's only 10 in the park. Anyway, half-time, and this game is now finally poised. You can see the Irish Vikings with the ball are a good team, but these Scottish lads are really holding up well. I think they've been a bit lucky with the weather. It's what, 24 degrees they're saying.
Yeah, it must be absolutely
That-
boiling out there for them, mate. They must have at least SF 2000 on, I'd say, in the sun, wouldn't
Oh
they,
no,
Brucey?
they would be wearing a pair of Speedos and nothing else in the Scottish summer with this temperature. But frankly, I mean, 24 degrees is bearable. You know how hot it can get here.
It's the humidity that gets you in the end, and as I just heard Big Jed say, it was 77% humidity, so there's at least 23% chance of air out there.
Right enough. I've never understood the humidity. Thank you for that explanation, Leighton. 23% chance of air. 77%. So, but if it goes up to 100, do we drown?
Well, it could be, yes. It seems like it actually when you're here in Hong Kong, mate, in the middle of summer, and it is around about that number.
Yeah. A great setting, this. I mean, you visit Hong Kong and you have this picture of high rises and commerce, but this football club here, sitting in the middle of Happy Valley Racecourse, the iconic racecourse, sitting here on a work day, Wednesday morning. It's not that
We're
bad,
supposed to be at
Leighton,
work, Brucey.
I think some people think I'm meant to be at work late, but this I think you have to do your bit for the game
Oh,
here.
indeed. Oh, this is, I mean, it's a phenomenal tournament. Bruce, it's just incredible how this has come on. I mean, the whole week of rugby. You talked about the Manila 10s, of course, and one of the biggest challenges is remembering this is a week of rugby. It's a marathon, not a sprint, because it's too early, too easy to peak a bit early in the week. So,
And they did it. Something really treacherous. They sneaked in a public holiday for the locals yesterday. And some people have gone off early. I met a couple of them yesterday. And started their sevens celebrations.
here we go, Irish Vikings to kick off. Ball goes down 14-7 to Project Waterboys. Oh, they nearly had it.
Oh, it's a break for the Waterboys, and he's put the hammer. He's going to pass it inside.
All right, he's got good support.
And the big blondie.
Good scrag by the big blondie.
I think they could done with a tight-fitting shot.
That was
They might have got
number
away with that.
12, Ollie Brosnahan from New Zealand. Great tackle. Saved a certain try. That was an interesting pass.
That was a good pass and not a good catch, Leighton, actually.
Yeah, it was there. Just on the angle here. But great saving tackles there by Ollie. If he had not pulled him in, he would have been away.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he'd been a bit heavier like you and I, Leighton, he wouldn't have been into grabbing the shot. He wouldn't be able to pull it, you know. We might not have been quite as quick away in front of him, mind you.
Might end up ploughing the paddock. That breeze is nice, Brucey. I know we're benefiting. Oh,
Well, that's a combination of not straight and then a clean drop from the Waterboys.
scrum down. Waterboys ball. I think the Waterboys have been following the Pot Belly Bigs a bit much there, Brucey, with that kit. What do you
Well,
reckon?
it does dazzle a wee bit, actually. Better skill set than Anson Bailey, I would say, though.
Is it possible, actually, it's just a clear plastic back on those jerseys from Scotland?
Oh, you see, the sun's got us. The suntan's got the Scottish lads. I don't know.
Ball comes
I know
away.
if they can win this game, they'll be after the whole of the moon. This team, I'm telling you, the Waterboys.
Nicely flicked back again.
This number 5 is going
Waterboys.
to try outside
Oh.
again. He doesn't go with his pace. He goes with that fend, and so far the Scottish lads
Holding on,
been a match
penalty.
for him.
All right,
I think actually it might be better just dipping the shoulder straight into him there. Actually,
all right. He's trying to make a lot happen in a very small, narrow space. He's better off, I think, just putting his head down and ears back. Rightio, Brucey. Yes, indeed.
we went off air there briefly to compare tactical notes.
Line out for the Irish Vikings. Still very much in the game here. 7 minutes to go, 14-7.
No, well, you would say next score crucial, but it's not true actually, because more than likely there'll be a couple more scores. And that's another overthrow, and that's number 17, the Scottish lad.
Big strong run
good
there.
ball carrying, yeah.
Aye. That's some good yards. Put the Vikings all on the back foot.
And I think Keith,
Good
it's
tackle,
a great
well done.
tackle from the Vikings out wide. But they're lined up across the park here for a quick ball.
Out it comes. What are they going to do? Up quick for the Vikings. Close that down real fast.
Yeah, ran a
Front
good
forward.
line, but it was just a bit good in the face defence from the Vikings there. I think he was looking somewhere else other than the ball.
But they were up really quick. Very good on the Vikings there. As soon as that ball came out, they didn't hang around. They were like brown stuff off a shovel, Brucey. They were straight up there.
I'm going to probably play a bit of vets rugby now, I said late, and someone was suggesting I get these shorts that you don't get tackled. And I said, that's not really appropriate for me. I'm going to wear the jersey that lets everyone know that I don't tackle anyone.
Well, that should go two ways.
That's the one I really think I should have, so they know they've got no fear of me tackling them. I could have worn it for a number of years, actually. Oh, this is a breakout for the Viking. He's got a touch of grey hair, this fellow, I think, though.
Youngest man on the paddock, but anyway, who's with him? Oh,
That's a great steal in the tackle.
Yes. They really need to hang on to this ball. They're not quite winning their line outs, and they're not hanging on to the ball. It's just costing the Vikings opportunities.
Chip and chase from the Waterboys, and a guy with some fairly orange boots. Oh, has actually tripped over his orange boots.
I wonder he knows Dorothy.
No, that would be red shoes.
The ball makes a
if he snaps them together, see if he goes to Kansas.
Aye.
Or wherever it is.
14-7. Projecx Waterboys leading.
Anyway, a bit lucky there that
Yeah,
that
look,
fella said he got the ball, he would have
at
been
the
away.
front at the front of the line out for the Waterboys, Leighton, as we hoped, a hint of ginger. No, just a hint, you know.
Just
I mean, nothing like this pure blonde from the Irish Vikings, you know.
Aye, well, he looks the part.
Yeah, he looks like a Viking. I'll give you that. Yeah. Hope there's no spear tackles though.
Aye. I think those use rather big axes.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that's a difficult
Yeah.
play.
Gone out. And, oh no, they get the ball
Still,
back.
Irish
Okay.
Vikings on their own line. Think they'll go over the top with this, Leighton?
No, I think they want to keep this one fairly short, Brucey,
Well,
but let's see.
Well, they've not done very well. Short.
Mind you, having said that, they can all come up onto the
That's it. They
the
can come
line.
up. Yeah,
They
come
can
up right
come
in
up
the
the
line.
line,
Yeah.
so they could go a
That's
bit
what I'm saying,
longer
there's a
here.
wee.
Opportunity
If they're feeling brave,
Kenzo just arrived, Kenzo Pano.
that's a decent throw. Oh, it's just unlucky.
They've got a lot of pressure here, the Vikings. They've got to get out of here.
And likewise for the Waterboys, just keep them here.
Right.
You saw what happened when they get turned over and the Vikings went the length of the park in the first half, but this is good pressure, scrum pressure now.
Right.
I mean, the guys in the Scottish Sevens team had told me that they thought maybe the Waterboys wouldn't be as big, but they've got some fairly hefty lads in there.
I think that'd make your eyes water if they stood on your foot, Brucey.
Yeah. Competitive scrum for this. That's
It's messy. Oh, very lucky.
It's, you know, this change in the rules, Leighton, if the scrum goes round, you keep the ball, makes it very hard to be an aggressive scrummager now, doesn't it?
Yeah, they've just almost depowered the whole lot. It's very difficult to get a particular advantage now on the scrummage.
Unless you can go clean over the top, and you all know how hard that is to do.
And there we have, ladies and gentlemen, in the stadium now, Mr. Stuart Saunders, founder, king of Hong Kong Scottish.
First chairman of Hong Kong Scottish, yeah.
Chairman of Hong Kong Scottish, a great,
We
great club.
might get him up for a word in a minute or two,
Oh, he should
actually,
be.
because he should be quite happy with the Scottish boys here.
Had a pretty good season this year.
Anyway, this game's just under 3 minutes to go and really finely poised now. Waterboys are keeping the pressure on.
They really need to put another try away to seal this game. They can't relax at the moment. It's only one score in it.
And by the way, next up, Samurai, Murant Azan's Samurai International, one of the big teams in this tournament. They've never won it, but many tournaments they've looked the best team in the tournament.
They've been bridesmaids for 3 times, Brucey, so they want to go one better today.
Yeah, exactly. And they are playing the CRFA Gladiators, which I'll need to get some more information on from you, Leighton. Not quite up to date in my homework there.
Right, well, you keep talking and I'll see when I find them.
Well, I think we'll just watch the end of this game. This is, oh, that was a good ball and a bad pass and another bad pass, but he can still give it. We had a man outside there. Good challenge for the Vikings, but the Waterboys have still got the ball. That's a great, well up by the Vikings, really quickly up in defence. If they can hold him up for the maul situation, no, he's down the ground tackle. And that's an offside penalty. I think they'll be kicking this, Leighton, if they don't make it.
Oh, he's through. Oh, just put it down there. Penalty option here.
Maybe 1:34 to go in front of the posts. I think they need a can. He's not. He's tapped it quickly. The captain's decision might just have put that over the post between the sticks, Leighton.
Yeah, you would have thought you'd make that one and close it out, but they're going to chance their arm. Minute and a bit to go.
Oh, and that's knocked down by. Oh, it's a penalty again. Now this time you would think that if someone would just look at the clock, they just want to knock this over, but they're not.
No.
Positive rugby, you could say.
Oh, that's true too.
And
there's
it's a score for the Waterboys, number 14, Rory Leishman.
That's pretty much all over. Game over there, Brucey. I think that's done. Irish Vikings really need to get a score after that half.
What's that? 44 seconds to go. We've actually got Mr. Stuart Saunders, the former chairman of Hong Kong Scottish, founding chairman, attended with me their first game at Melrose Sevens. good to see the Scottish boys going well, Stuart.
Absolutely, yeah. There's quite a few good guys from the Scottish League there now, and you know, they certainly showed up at this game and playing very well.
I did think, Stuart, this was a really hard game to call because, you know, not many professional lads in that Scottish squad, but obviously playing very good rugby, and I think they'll be very pleased.
Oh, very much so, yeah. There was an intensity right from the start on this one, and to see these guys coming out and you know, showing their skills, beautiful day for rugby as well.
I'd say 24 degrees. You wouldn't want it any hotter for the Scottish boys.
Definitely
I think we've been a bit
not.
lucky there as well.
No.
Leighton was suggesting that the back of their shirts were just see-through, and that was sunburn.
I was a wee bit worried in case they would take this sunshine and just go and lie down and get the benefits of the sun. We don't get much of this in Scotland, you know.
As our first guest of
This would have to last a whole summer, I think, up there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, usually. It's usually on a day in June, but we don't know which day. That's the summertime.
No, that's dark. Come on, don't be like that. There's a full week in May sometimes when it's nice. Just before we announce the teams for the next game, Stuart, Hong Kong Scottish, how happy are you with the way the club's going?
The club very well indeed. It's grown, as you know, every year since we started, and we're getting a wee bit more depth in the rugby side. But the main thing about the club is that the atmosphere in the club and everybody working together as one. And to my mind, that's what it's all about. You're bringing people in and giving them an environment in which they can enjoy themselves and grow and